Have you ever wondered why ancient Egyptians held such a profound belief in the afterlife? What if I told you that the answer lies not just in their intricate rituals, but also in the very color they associated with divinity, black? Being black in ancient Egypt was a link to divinity. In ancient Egypt, the color black held a deep and complex symbolism. It was not simply the color of darkness or the unknown, but rather it was the color of the people made from the rich, fertile silt deposited by the annual Nile flood, used as clay by the god Khnum to mold the first black man. This association was not accidental. The color black was intimately tied to creation through Khnum and regeneration through Osiris, lord of the afterlife and master of resurrection. Egyptians who were black matched the image of the black god Osiris. But what does this have to do with the afterlife? Well, in the eyes of the ancient Egyptians, becoming like Osiris was key to entering the afterlife. And one of the ways they sought to achieve this was by literally transforming the deceased into the image of Osiris. This was done by darkening the deceased's body during the final phases of mummification until it became black. The substance used to achieve this transformation was bitumen, a naturally occurring petroleum product. But if the deceased already had black skin, no bitumen was needed. But bitumen was not chosen randomly. The ancient Egyptians regarded it as a commodity associated with sacredness and divinity. It was one of the oils Egyptians called the sweat of the gods. Its use in mummification was not just practical, but also deeply symbolic. Now, let's bring all of this together. We've seen how ancient Egyptian funerary practices were intricately tied to the color black, representing rebirth, regeneration, and the image of Osiris. We've also discussed the significance of Osiris, the god of the dead, who was associated with the color black. And we've explored how the use of bitumen, a substance associated with divinity, was used to transform the deceased into the image of Osiris, ensuring their passage into the afterlife. In conclusion, the color black and the use of bitumen played pivotal roles in ancient Egyptian beliefs regarding death and the afterlife. They were not merely aesthetic choices, but deeply symbolic ones that reflected the Egyptians' profound belief in the black god Osiris and how they needed to reflect his image. In the grand scheme of things, these practices reveal how the ancient Egyptians democratized death and the transformation into Osiris, allowing everyone, regardless of their status in life, to partake in the promise of eternal life. And so, the next time you see the color black, remember its ancient symbolism, a reminder of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, and the promise of eternal life.